What's good, YouTube? It's the one and only Vortex back at it with another banger, and in today's video we're going to be going over the 10 mistakes to avoid when making your build in NBA 2K24. Now the game is only a few days away, and look, it's been getting crazy, you know, park leaks, my career leaks, my team, animations, all that type of stuff. So, you know, it's gonna be crazy, and I just want to make this video so you guys can avoid these mistakes, especially with this year. VC is expensive, so I don't want you guys to go ahead and spend a lot of VC on bad builds. Now, I don't want to make this intro too long. I don't want to make the video long either. So really quick before we hop into today's video, I do want to mention I'm doing a huge giveaway, right? So as I said, VC is expensive this year, so what I'm doing is a VC giveaway. Correct, I'm going to be giving away $500 worth of VC to 5 lucky subscribers, and it's very easy and simple to enter this giveaway. All you have to do is follow these 3 easy and simple steps. Step number 1 is to subscribe, and the 2 most important steps is to leave a like on the video and leave a lovely comment down below. And once this video hits 500 likes, I'll go to the comment section and choose the winners from there. Right now, I don't want to make this intro too long, as I said, so let's hop into today's video. Now, mistake number 1 that you guys should all avoid is when you make your build, make sure you pay attention to where if your build is able to unlock the right animations, right? So for an example, if you're a slasher, right, make sure that once you make your slasher build, take them to the park, check out the animations, make sure what animation you can unlock, what animations you can't unlock, right? Because you don't want to miss out on the good animations. Same thing if you're making like a guard build, right? If you're a playmaker, you want to have the right crossovers, the right behind the back animations. Those are very important, so make sure you go ahead, take your build to the park, test it out, as in like if you can get those animations or not, because it's gonna be a waste if you go ahead and make a build just to end up not having those animations, especially this year with the dunk animations and stuff like that. Trust me, you want to be catching bodies, all right? You about to be jumping over people, you about to be crossing up people right and left, so make sure you pay attention to the animations. Like animation pack and all that type of stuff is very important. And I know you're like, wait, how can I, check just to make sure, right? Before you spend VC on that build, right outside of the like my player build and all that, make your build, hop into the park, check out some animations right there before you spend some VC. Now, if you're the type that doesn't care, you put in VC right and left, I mean, you just got it like that, you know what I mean? So you can just hop in, put that VC, and then if you have the animations or not, it's on you really. But I highly recommend that you go ahead, make sure that your player can get those animations. It's very important. As I said, those animations are important. Now, if you don't know like what you want and stuff like that, for number 2 mistake, number 2, right, is where people, they go ahead and make a build, don't know how to really use it. That's why they have this online site for NBA 2K like my builder, right? It'll tell you like the best jump shots for your build, the best playmaking, dribbling, like all that type of stuff. So make sure you guys go online and check it out if you don't know like what's the best jump shot, crossovers, behind the backs, and all that type of stuff. Now, for mistake number 3 that you should really avoid is when it comes down to your attributes, right? So this year, attributes, height, and all that stuff really matter in NBA 2K24, right? Because your attributes, your height, all that type of stuff also like that will tell you what badges you are able to unlock and like what animations you can do and all that type of stuff. So make sure you pay attention to your attributes. Look up YouTube videos, look up like YouTubers, be like, what's the best attributes for the guard, what's the best height for like the center and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So make sure you guys take your time, don't rush it, and make sure you're choosing the right attributes. They are very important this year. They're a huge part of the game, so I highly recommend you guys go ahead, take your time while looking at the attributes. Those are 3 mistakes so far. Now, mistake number 4, right? Mistake number 4, now you have to make a safe build. I highly recommend that you guys go ahead and make a safe build. I know you're like, wait, what do you mean by a safe build? So if every year you make a center build, right, and this year on NBA 2K24, you're like, you know what, no, I want to start off with a guard, right? I highly recommend that you go ahead, start with the center, focus on the center first, and then go with the guard. Or if every year on NBA 2K you make a guard, right, and this year you're like, you know what, let me start off with like a center build. No, start off with the build that you know how to play with the most. That's what you should do. just due to the fact that this year they're saying it's totally different than the previous 2Ks. So just play it safe, all right? I highly recommend you guys play it safe. Go with the build that you feel most comfortable with. Now, mistake number 5 is what people do is rush their build, right? So take your time. Number 5 is just take your time, right? You want to make a build and play 1 or 2 games with it, like in Park, for an example, right? And out of nowhere be like, you know what, this build is trash. I don't want to play with this build no more, and I'm gonna throw it away, right? As I said, VC is expensive this year, but once again, if you got money like that to spend on VC, then you just got it like that. You know, some people don't got it like that, so you know, just play it safe. You know, give your build time. I highly recommend that you guys have patience and give your build time. When you give your build time, then you're able to use it more to where you can learn more, right? So if you're a center and you know you're like, oh wait, my build is supposed to do post scoring moves and it's not doing it, right? Well, just learn. Give your build time, get the badges, and make sure you upgrade them, right? So you upgrade your attributes and make sure you guys get the badges, because the badges will help you a lot and make your build better, right? So give your build time. Now for number 6, mistake number 6 is do not follow these YouTubers, right? So don't hop on YouTube and be like, oh, what's the best guard build, right? For an example, because you'll end up making that guard build, right, just to find out, oh wait, that does not fit your playstyle. You don't really have fun playing with that build, right? Now they'll go ahead and have fun playing with the build. Like, say example, they're like an ISO build, right? They know how to use that build. They made it to where they will have fun with their build, right? You don't want to hop on YouTube and just copy their builds to where you don't really have fun, right? Have fun with your build. Make sure you have the build that fits your play style, right? Because your play style is very important to have fun in the game, right? So if I'm an ISO build, right, if I go on YouTube, be like, oh, what's the best like guard build, for an example, right, and it doesn't really dribble like that, then I'm not gonna enjoy the game, right? If you are always dribbling and you make a build like another YouTuber that doesn't like really dribble, then you're not gonna have fun, right? So mistake number 6, right, is do not go out there copying YouTubers, right? You can get like their attributes, like, you know, idea from them, the height idea from them, right? But at the end of the day, make the build that you will enjoy playing with the most. Now, number 7, right, mistake number 7 to avoid is to pay attention to your attributes. Your attributes will determine what badge you are able to unlock this year. Now, it's not like the previous 2K to where you are only able to unlock a certain amount of badges. No, if it's like once you make your attributes and like you make your build, right, if it says you will get chase down artist, right, for your center, then you will get chase down artists on Hall of Fame for your center, right? It's not like last year to where you'd have to get badge points and put it on a few badges. Not like, you know what I mean? Because last year was kind of where you get the attributes, you get like the points or whatever. I mean, you get the badge points and you will only put it on a certain amount. So it ends up to where you won't even be able to get Hall of Fame badges on all of your badges due to the fact that you would have to like spread it all out. No, this year your attributes will determine what badge you are able to get. And it once like you're making your my player build, right, once you make it and it tells you you will get like Hall of Fame or dimer on Hall of Fame, right, for your guard. If it says you will get dimer on Hall of Fame, then trust me, you will get it this year 100%, which is why I really like their badge system this year. It's pretty cool. But make sure you guys pay attention to the attributes. For number 7, make sure you pay attention to the attributes. You don't want to miss out on that, you know, just to make the build and one attribute messed up one badge for you. You know what I mean? So make sure you pay attention to that. This is where you really have to pay attention, right? So number 7, a mistake to avoid, right? Mistake number 7 to avoid is when you make your build, make sure you guys talk to your boys. So if you're like playing squads and stuff like that, right, make sure you talk to your boys and you guys make builds to where you're able to play together. So make sure one of you guys is a center, make sure one is a guard, make sure, you know, you guys are able to win games together. You don't want to show up to the park with all guards. You don't want to show up to the like threes to where you guys are all centers. You know, it makes no sense. Unless you're playing with randoms, then, you know, you might as well just make the build that you feel most comfortable with. And before you hop into the court, you know, it's really just, I guess, it's weird when you play with randoms. You know what I mean? It's tough when you play with randoms. But if you're playing with your boys and stuff like that, make sure to avoid the mistake to where you guys make the same build. Avoid the mistake to where you guys are just going to catch L after L. Especially with this year, you have to win to maintain your badges, stuff like that. You know, your play style, you have to maintain it, and you have to maintain the wins for your badges. All right, so pay attention to that. Now, mistake number 8 that people do is to where when they hop into the park, right, or like before they even hop into the park, they're actually making their build, right? So mistake number 8 is to where people rush their builds. They don't really watch YouTubers, to where, oh, I'm making a center, let me just not follow them, because as I said, you have to make it to where it fits your play style. But what I'm trying to say is take your time with the build. Make sure you watch YouTube videos on the best center builds, right? So then you'll hop in and you can like kind of take it to where you feel most comfortable with, like, you know, add more defensive rebound, add more offensive rebound to your center build, right? So get the idea from different YouTubers. Take your time in the My Player Builder is what I'm trying to say. Do not rush, take your time. Now, mistake number 9 is to where, make sure if you want to play with your friends, if you guys are going to be playing try-hards and stuff like that, make sure you guys want to go for the win. So don't go in trying to lose and stuff like that. This year, it is just very important for you to win and maintain your play style, due to the fact that, as I said, is your badges count on your play style and wins. All right, so it's very important for you to win. It's very important to keep your play style, especially in the game. So if you're a center hopping into the 3s or 2s, right, make sure you play your role and get your you know, offensive rebound, defensive rebound, because when you get the offense and defense rebounds, then guess what you're leading up to? Your badges, right? You're maintaining your badges, you're upgrading your badges. So this year you have to pay attention to your you know, park game, like park playing and all that type of stuff. So just make sure if you do want to play with randoms, just consider that ahead of time. All right, so just make sure you play it safe, make sure you consider that ahead of time. Now for number 10, make sure you spend your VC wisely, right? So this year it is very important to kind of maintain your VC, especially since everything is expensive, like the VC and stuff like that. If you're on new gen, on next gen, right, it is very different pricing than current gen and stuff like that. So make sure you spend the VC correct. For an example, your animations, try whenever you put the VC on a player to stick with it. Make sure before you spend the VC on your My Player, make sure this is the build that you want to go with. Think about the long term, think about the future, think about how you want to always use that build and make it the GOAT build. So make sure you spend your VC correctly, especially with the animations. Put your money, put your VC, I mean, towards your animation, your build and stuff like that before you spend your VC on clothes, shoes, tattoos, and that type of stuff, right? But that's step number 10. Just make sure you spend your VC wisely and put it towards your build this year. These are the 10 mistakes you should avoid going into NBA 2K24. Now, I highly recommend that you guys follow these so you won't end up making those mistakes. If you want to know the best center builds, guard builds, I have that all up on my channel. So make sure you guys subscribe for daily gaming videos, glitches, and much more. And really quick, I do want to mention the giveaway. I'm going to be giving away $500 worth of VC to 5 lucky subscribers. And all you have to do to enter the giveaway is subscribe. And the 2 most important steps: like the video and leave a lovely comment down below. But it's been the one and only Fortex, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.